If your name is not in that answer, and for most attorneys watching this, it is not, I want to talk about what that means for your firm. Because this is not a minor trend. This is a fundamental shift in how people are finding attorneys. And the firms that understand it now are building an advantage that is going to be very hard for the firms that wake up to it later to close. Here's what is actually happening right now. For the last 25 years, if you wanted to find an attorney, you opened Google. You typed your query, you got a list of links, you clicked a few, you formed an impression, and you called someone. That model is not dead, but it's changed significantly, and it's changing faster than most law firm owners are tracking. Right now, the Google results page for a legal search looks completely different than it did even just last year. At the top, before any paid ad or organic result, there's an AI overview, a synthesized answer generated by Google's Gemini model pulling from across the web. In many legal searches, that AI overview names specific firms. It answers the question directly. It reduces the need to click on anything. And below that, you're going to find your local service ads, then pay-per-click ads, then the map pack, where those 3 firms with ratings, reviews, and a call button are. Then there's probably going to be people also asked, then the organic results. By the time a prospective client reaches the first traditional organic result, the position every law firm has been told to fight for, they've already scrolled past 5, maybe even 6 other sections of the page, because a growing share of legal searches are not happening on Google at all anymore. They're happening on ChatGPT, on Perplexity, on Gemini, on Claude. People are opening these AI tools and asking conversational questions, not personal injury attorney Atlanta. They are asking, what should I do after a car accident in Georgia? Or how do I find a good divorce attorney? Or maybe, who should I call about an IRS notice? These are not search queries, they are conversations. Let me take a moment and break that down to exactly what those signals are. First is content depth. The AI tools recommending attorneys are pulling from content that has been indexed, cited, and referenced across the web. They are evaluating which sources are authoritative on specific legal topics. A firm with 3 pages and a generic practice area description is not going to appear as a confident recommendation. On the other hand, a firm with 40 pieces of practice area specific, jurisdiction specific content that completely answers the questions people are actually asking, is telling AI systems that this is an authoritative source on this topic and worth paying attention to. The depth matters. The specificity matters. A 2,000-word page that completely answers what to do after a car accident in Georgia, specific to Georgia law, to how insurance adjusters work, specific to the timeline and the statute of limitations, is a different signal than a 400-word page about car accident law in general. Second thing is cross-platform presence. AI tools evaluate entity authority, not just website authority. The full picture of how a firm appears across the internet is what it's looking for. So Google Business Profile, the firm's website, YouTube videos, legal directories, state bar listing, social media profiles, citations across news articles, press releases, blog posts. All of those together create what AI systems understand as the entity. The firm as a real, established, credible business. A firm that exists only on its own website is a thin entity. A firm that appears consistently across dozens of platforms with consistent name, address, and contact information, with video content on YouTube, with reviews on Google and Avvo and Martindale-Hubbell, with citations and relevant publications, that's a strong entity. AI tools have much more to work with when they are recommending a strong entity. Third is FAQ structure and answer first content. So here's a technical point that is worth understanding, even if you never write a word of content yourself. The content that gets cited in AI overviews and AI search recommendations is disproportionately content that is structured to answer a specific question directly. It's not content that builds toward an answer over several paragraphs. Content where the question is stated clearly and the answer follows immediately, that's what they like. This is why FAQ sections are so valuable for AI search visibility. Not because Google invented FAQs, because the structure, questions, then direct answer, is exactly how AI systems are trained to retrieve and cite information. So a firm that has strong FAQ sections on every practice area page, structured with clear questions and direct answers, well, they're giving AI tools clean, retrievable answers that can be surfaced when someone asks that question. The fourth thing is review volume and recency. So Google uses review signals in local rankings. AI tools that pull from local data use similar signals. So a firm with 200 recent reviews at 4.9 stars is sending a stronger authority signal than a firm with 22 reviews from 3 years ago. And reviews are not just social proof for humans anymore. They're data that AI systems use when evaluating which firms to recommend for local searches. Give me a moment and let me put this all together with a practical picture for you. So let me give you the practical action list. This is what we do for our clients. If you want to be in the AI search recommendations for your practice area in your city, here's exactly where to start. 1, do an audit of what you have. Open ChatGPT and ask it to recommend an attorney in your practice area in your city. See what comes back. Then go look at those firms' websites. What do they have that yours doesn't? 2, build content depth. Every practice area you handle needs comprehensive coverage. I'm not talking one page. I'm talking multiple interconnected pages and articles that cover the topic from every angle a prospective client would approach it from. Make it specific to your jurisdiction. Written in plain language for your clients. 3rd, structure for AI citations. FAQ sections on every practice area page. Clean headers. Direct answers to specific questions. Schema markup applied by your developer. It's an easy thing for them to do. And 4th, build cross-platform consistency. Your firm's name, address, and phone number should be consistent everywhere it appears. Your Google business profile should be complete and active. You should have video content on YouTube. You should have active social media presence. Here's what I want you to take away from this video. The shift happening in legal search right now is not a trend. It's permanent. The question is not whether AI tools are going to recommend attorneys. They already are. The question is whether your firm is one of the ones they recommend. Building the presence that earns those recommendations takes time. The best time to start was 18 months ago. The second best time is today.